Hello, little dream weavers. Good evening. Welcome back to Lazy Leo's Dreamy Tales. Let's all snuggle down as Lazy Leo explores the many comforts of a cozy blanket in the quiet bedroom. The afternoon light in the bedroom was soft and hazy, filtering gently through the curtains. Lazy Leo the cat was, unsurprisingly, feeling that familiar, delightful pull towards a nap. The bedroom, with its promise of quiet and soft furnishings, was the ideal location for such an important endeavor. Lazy Leo padded into the bedroom, paws making almost no sound on the soft carpet. The large human bed dominated the room, a vast landscape of potential comfort. And upon this bed lay the prize, a thick, fluffy blanket. This blanket was a particular favorite of Lazy Leo's. It smelled faintly of sleep and dreams, a most inviting aroma for a cat dedicated to napping. Lazy Leo paused at the foot of the bed, assessing the situation. The blanket was spread rather neatly, a smooth expanse. This was acceptable, but for a truly superior nap, some adjustments would be required. With a graceful, almost liquid movement, Lazy Leo leaped onto the bed. Lazy Leo took a moment to appreciate the initial softness. Very promising, but a flat blanket, however soft, lacked a certain coziness. Lazy Leo preferred a more enclosed, den-like feel for optimal napping. The mission was clear: transform this flat blanket into a perfect cat-sized haven. First, the kneading. This was an essential preliminary step. Lazy Leo's paws began their rhythmic push and pull, in and out, on the surface of the blanket. This action served multiple purposes: to soften the blanket further, to mark it with Lazy Leo's scent, and, frankly, because it just felt good. A deep purr rumbled in lazy Leo's chest, a soundtrack to the important work being done. After a satisfactory period of kneading, lazy Leo surveyed the slightly rumpled area. Better. But still not a fort. Lazy Leo began to circle, inspecting the blanket from various angles. An idea sparked in lazy Leo's feline mind. What if a portion of the blanket could be elevated, creating a little roof, perhaps? The blanket resisted slightly, then obligingly flopped over, creating a small, shadowy space beneath. Intriguing. Lazy Leo peered into the newly formed cavity. It was dark and inviting. This had potential. Serious NAP potential. Lazy Leo decided to investigate further. With a little wiggle, lazy Leo squeezed under the edge of the blanket. Ah, this was much better. The world outside was muted, the light dimmer. It felt safe and secluded. The blanket draped over lazy Leo like a warm, soft hug. Lazy Leo curled up, tucking nose towards tail, and sighed a sigh of deep contentment. This was a very good spot. Perhaps it was a little too enclosed. A cat, even a napping cat, likes to maintain a certain awareness of the surroundings. A strategic peephole would be ideal. Lazy Leo wriggled slightly, using a paw to push against the blanket from the inside. A small opening appeared, a tiny window to the bedroom beyond. Through this opening, lazy Leo could see a sliver of the sunlit curtain, a reassuring glimpse of the outside world. Excellent! Now this was a proper blanket fort. It offered warmth, darkness, security, and a discreet observation post. All the elements required for a truly profound and restful NAP. Lazy Leo settled down again, the purr now a steady, gentle hum. The soft fleece of the blanket was a comforting presence all around. Sleep began to creep in, soft and inviting as the blanket itself. Lazy Leo's breathing deepened, slowed. The world of wakefulness faded, replaced by the gentle ebb and flow of dreams. Lazy Leo might have dreamed of chasing fluffy dust bunnies under giant blankets. Or perhaps of floating on a blanket cloud through a sky made of warm milk. The details were unimportant. The feeling was one of utter peace. Time passed, as it always does, marked only by the subtle shifts of light outside the blanket fort. The nap was deep and restorative. Lazy Leo's tiny muscles relaxed completely, all cares forgotten. Eventually, a subtle change in the room's ambience began to penetrate the sleepy haze. Perhaps a distant door closing, or the faint scent of human activity. Lazy Leo stirred, not fully awake, but beginning the slow journey back. A sleepy blink from within the blanket fort. The little peephole still offered its view of the room. The blanket was still a comforting weight. Lazy Leo stretched within the confines of the fort, a luxurious, contained stretch. Paws extended, claws unsheathed and resheathed in the soft blanket. A contented yawn, hidden from the world. The desire to emerge was not yet strong. The blanket fort was still a very appealing place to be. Lazy Leo might just enjoy a few more moments of quiet, half-awake bliss. The quest for the perfect blanket fort had been a resounding success. It had required patience, ingenuity, and a deep understanding of feline comfort principles. Lazy Leo felt a quiet sense of accomplishment. Perhaps later, after a snack and a tour of the other rooms, Lazy Leo would return to this excellent blanket. Or perhaps create a new fort, exploring different configurations. The possibilities with a good blanket were nearly endless. The bedroom was quiet. The blanket was warm. And lazy Leo, the master of cozy naps, drifted contentedly in the perfect blanket haven.